The number one thing that you have to understand if you want to grow your local business on Instagram is something called location specific traffic. And if you have no idea what that means, then just keep watching because I'm going to explain it right now. So location specific traffic just means the eyeballs of people who live near your business. So if you get viewers of people who live nearby your business, that is location specific traffic. Now, the thing is, as a local business owner, you can only get customers from people who live nearby your business, right? If someone looks at your social media post, they're not going to become your customer if they live 1,000 miles away. But the problem is that the social media algorithms only recommend content based on who they think is going to watch, not based on where they live. As a local business, even if you post on social media and you get 10,000 views, maybe even 100,000 views, it's very possible that 0 of those viewers actually live nearby your business. And so 0 of those viewers will result in any revenue for your business. Now, I'm guessing that most of you guys who are watching this video are not getting that many views per video. So that's why posting can kind of be a bad strategy for a local business owner because you're geographically constrained, right? But the algorithm is not geographically based. Now, the good news is that posting on Instagram is not a complete waste of time, which I'm going to explain soon. Now, your social media account as a local business owner has 2 primary purposes for you. Number 1 is lead generation. Number 2 is lead nurture. Okay, so lead generation and lead nurture. Now, lead generation just means you're getting new people to learn about your business for the first time. You're getting new leads, right? You're generating new leads. That's what that means. Lead nurture means following up with those leads until they actually spend money with your business. So what you need is a method of lead generation that generates location-specific leads. And I'm going to show you 4 of them right now. The first method of generating location-specific traffic on Instagram is content, right? Posting content. Now you're like, Tyler, I thought you just told me that posting content on Instagram is a bad idea because the leads aren't location-specific. But the thing is, it's not quite that simple because Instagram doesn't care where they live. So if you have a business in a big city like Miami, Florida, for example, and you get 100,000 views on a post, chances are at least some of those viewers live in Miami, Florida. So you can get location-specific leads on Instagram just by posting content. But the thing is, it's basically random chance. That's why content's a bad approach because it's recommending it to anyone. Okay, the second method of generating location-specific leads is cold DMs. Okay, cold DMs. You can directly message people who live in your city and sell your products and your services that way. Now, the one problem with this method is that you can't just know where somebody lives based on their Instagram profile. What you can do, however, is you can go to one of your competitors' Instagram accounts and DM their followers. So there are probably other businesses in your city, right? And some of those other businesses in your city also have an Instagram account. And if they're doing it correctly, then the people who follow their Instagram account probably live in that city, right? So what you want to do is go to your competitors' Instagram accounts, DM their followers, and you can get location-specific leads that way. Method number 3 for getting location-specific leads is leaving comments on other people's posts. Now, how could you generate leads by leaving comments on other people's posts? That doesn't really make any sense. But it does, because if you leave a comment on someone else's post, there are going to be people who scroll the comment section of that post. And some of those people will click on your profile and then they'll become your lead, right? Because they're on your profile. Now, what you want to do, again, is go to your competitors' Instagram posts and go leave comments on those posts. Or any type of Instagram account that has the attention of people who live in your city. So you could do like local organizations or anything like that. And it sounds weird, but if you go and you leave 100 per day, like 100 comments per day, then I promise you that you will get location-specific traffic this way. And the thing is, this gets you a lot of leads that you can't get with any other method. And it's also really easy to do. Like, it does not take a lot of brain power to just go through and leave 100 comments per day. It'll take you time, but you can pay some random motherfucker on the street to do it for you. Just being real. It's really easy to do that. Anyways, method number 4 for generating location-specific leads is paid ads. And this right here, this is what you want to pay attention to. If you have money to spend on paid ads, this is obviously your best choice because you can literally go into the Meta Ads Manager and you can just tell it to target only people who live in your city. And so it's really, really efficient and you're guaranteed to get location specific traffic. Now, whichever one of these methods you choose to use to generate location specific traffic, what you need to do after this is nurture your leads. And the good news is that Instagram is basically the perfect platform for lead nurture because it has so many built-in features that are really, really good for lead nurture. You're able to perfectly control what people see for the first time when they click on your profile. So Instagram is a really, really good platform for this because there's not a lot of other social media profiles where you can control exactly what the first thing is someone sees. Right? You can't do that on Facebook. You can't do that on Instagram. You can pin, like on Twitter, you can pin one post, right? But on Instagram, you can pin 3 posts and you can do highlights and you can do stories and you can do DM automations, which are just it's so many good forms of lead nurture. So when you post a story on Instagram, if you look at your data, you'll see this, which is that 99% of the people who watch your Instagram story will be people who already follow your account. So that's built-in lead nurture, right? It's basically follow up with people who have already visited your account and chosen to follow. Highlights are basically when you take a story on your Instagram profile and you save it to your profile so that then when anyone clicks on your profile for the first time, they see your highlights. And then pinned posts are exactly what they sound like. You pin a post and then it stays at the top of your Instagram feed and then anyone who clicks on your profile sees that first. And so what you want to do is design your pinned posts and your profile highlights in a way that's very strategic. You want to be very strategic about that. You don't want to just put random stuff up there because that is the material that anyone who clicks on your profile for the first time is going to see. So it's very high leverage to make sure that those posts are really, really good because no matter where your traffic is coming from, it could literally be paid ads, cold DMs, comments, whatever, content. It could be traffic coming from your website. No matter where that traffic is coming from, that is what people are going to see first when they click on your Instagram profile. So actually put some thought and effort into that. It's very important. Another form of lead nurture on Instagram that is so powerful is ManyChat. So ManyChat is a software that integrates with your Instagram account and it can perform a number of automations from the DMs. It can automatically send DMs for you. And there are 3 primary automations that I would set up if I were you, which are number 1, DM people who follow you. So whenever someone, and this is a newer feature that they added recently to ManyChat, whenever somebody follows your account, you can DM them automatically and you can like do some type of marketing message or whatever. Number 2 is respond to inbound DMs. And by the way, just as a quick side note, all of these are going to be, at least the first 2 are going to be AI powered automations because what you can do is you can integrate ChatGPT or another AI model with ManyChat, and you can program the AI model in such a way that it basically does lead nurture for you. And maybe I should make a separate video about that. But if you can figure that out, this can be really, really effective because it costs nothing. It just does it automatically. So respond to inbound DMs. Number 3 is book appointments and take payments. So if you can set it up such that your customers can book appointments or schedule appointments and pay you in the DMs, then this is really, really effective. And when you combine all 3 of these ManyChat automations in this way, your Instagram profile basically becomes its own website. It basically becomes a secondary website because it does everything that a website does. It has lead nurture material. You can directly contact your customers from your Instagram. You can write direct message people. You can generate leads from there. You can do all of that. And what I've talked about in my other videos is that you should use your Instagram profile and your website together as one system of lead nurture. And as a local business owner, this is really, really powerful. If you're generating location specific traffic and then you're using your website and Instagram profile together, you can fit so much powerful, compelling marketing material into both areas. And it makes your business look really fucking good. Quick side note, part of the way these two things, your website and your Instagram profile, can work together is that customers need to be able to jump back and forth between both of them really, really easily. So obviously you need to have a link to your website on your social media profile, but you also need to have a link to your social media profile on your website. And the key thing is that it needs to be actually large, have color, and very, very visible and easy to click. So a lot of business owners have these tiny little social media links that are really hard to see. You want to make it like big and really obvious. And then that way it's super frictionless. They can visually process it very, very easily. And they'll be able to jump back and forth and see all of that marketing material. And if you're strategic about that marketing material, then this system of lead nurture can be very, very effective for you. Hopefully this video was useful. Have a good day.